Howdy, howdy, everyone. We're just running a little live show for some view hours and have some fun and meet some people. Maybe we get some people to subscribe. That would be great. But I'll be back and forth with my cam on. Hey, Ken, how you doing? I'm just messing around, looking, see if anybody wants to join up and shoot the bull and get some view hours. How you doing today? I guess you must have got the notification. Oh, lucky too. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing okay. How are you doing? I just thought I'd stick a live stream up for a while, see if anybody jumped in and maybe get a bit more time on the live part of it and some view hours and whatnot. I know it's early, definitely early for me to do the live stream, but I figured, what the heck, might as well throw it up, see if anybody comes in, hoping maybe some new people would come in too and subscribe, maybe help make the live stream a little bit more active at night too, and send some people our way that we can chat with and whatever. Oh, he's watching the scratching channel, huh? Yeah, I watched several of them this morning myself. Gonna be going out to the studio here in a while. Figured I'd throw this up for a while and just see if we got anybody in here. Maybe encourage some people to start coming and join up, whatnot, etc. I always come in anyway and look on YouTube here, see if there's any comments or messages or anything, and check Patreon to see if there's any new members or anything and stuff like that, and normal stuff. So I figured, what the heck, I'll just throw up a live stream. And see what's going on. As you notice, there wasn't any fancy titles or anything. I just flat laid it out. I could use some view hours. Anybody wants to come in and chat, to come on in. And maybe I could talk them into subscribing, and hopefully we'll get some people that are interested in art and painting and whatever, or at least likes to watch the videos. to subscribe so you can get more people watching the videos and stuff. Got a lot of videos that people can watch, that's for sure. I think there's at least 60 of them, I think, with the live streams. Maybe more. Hopefully we'll add another one or two more today, hopefully. One of them will be selling some of the paintings I've been doing on here live. I just haven't quite figured out the format I'm going to use to do that with yet. I've had a lot of people ask about if I would sell them, and I've told everybody, yeah, sure, but I never really put much of any prices out or anything or what came with them. But I thought I've got a pretty good little package picked out for people to give them a good deal, people that haven't really bought much art or whatever, and give them a chance to get a good deal. It's actually out on a table. I was just going to go out and walk out there and pick it up and get it, and I saw you pop in, so I figured I better at least say hello before I went and got it. I've had several cups this morning already. So how's the day going for you, Lucky Seven? You just relaxing today? Taking it easy? I'll be right back while you're commenting and grab my coffee. Pretty warm out today, so might be a good day to take a ride on the Harley. Wait for it to warm up a little bit more. Oh, that's nice. That's what excuse me. That's what I told Brad he should do is have his own built. But of course, as you saw, well, you weren't here that night. Brad came in, were you? Yeah, he came in the next night after you were asking about him, and he actually found one finally that he liked, and so he bought that one. Or he put an offer in on it. He showed us pictures of it. It was fantastic. Excuse me, but it's like $400,000 house. I'd never be able to afford something like that. That's for sure. For sure. But I guess he's actually going to make some on his other house, so that'd be good. I'm known probably in the area. I'm not well known in Florida, so to speak. No. You've got to get really, really, really good to get well known everywhere. I mean, especially over the whole country or whatever. I got paintings all over the country, but I wouldn't say that I'm really well known, just maybe my area. I've never really tried to be well known all over Florida. There was never an urge to do that. My painting was for whoever wanted one, no matter where they were. Made no difference to me. As the old saying goes, most artists never get real well known till they're dead anyway. So it probably holds true. There's very few out there that's really well known in their whole state. No, I don't think I've ever heard of them. There's a number of guys that are on YouTube that are actually really, really good, though. Way better than I am, that's for sure. But the guy that taught me a lot about traditional painting, I mean, it really furthered me along a lot, was Michael James Smith, which he's actually from England. But I attended his school for a year, not in England, but online. And he is superb. I mean, just when he does a painting, it looks just like they took a photograph of it. It's that good. And Andrew Tesler is another one that's just outstanding, just outstanding. Now he's very popular, even on YouTube. Andrew Tesler and Michael James Smith, they've got they probably got over 100,000 subscribers, probably maybe even more than that. They actually make a really good income from YouTube, I assure you. But I think Tesla's been on YouTube he's been on there for a long time, probably 8 or 9 years at least, probably more. Michael James Smith's been active on YouTube for probably 7 or 8 years at least himself. But for the longest time, he was just posting like teaser videos, not the whole thing. But because the parts would be skipped in Michael James Smith's. That's because he had his own school online. And of course, it would be counterproductive if you were doing all your teaching on YouTube for free when you were charging people at the school. Leonard Avmoff was also a very popular one online. In fact, he is really world renowned. Of course he's gone now. He passed away 3 or 4 years ago, but he was a very, very famous knife painter. And that's one who taught me how to paint with a knife. But his paintings were selling for probably a minimum of $10,000. And Michael James Smith's and Tesla's, I'm sure, are all in the thousands too, way up there. But Michael James Smith had a big advantage because his father is David Smith from England. He's already a very well-known artist in England. His father was, and made top dollar painting, and did it for a living all his life. But the son is definitely catching up with him. Maybe he's even exceeded him. So Michael was as a young guy. He's only in his 40s, I think. But he was very fortunate because his father was so famous, and his father, they actually have their own studio. Um, they do all their own shipping, everything. Um, they actually have agents that deal with other galleries and stuff like that too, and they do make very well. Just their prints alone are selling for a lot of money each. I've seen some portraits Michael James Smith has done of just his kids that would you would swear they were a photograph. But there are some good artists on YouTube, no doubt about it. And some of them I've actually watched some of their older videos, and you could see where they grew in their artwork. They just got better and better and better and better. This guy named Kevin, I can't remember what his last name is. He started probably 10 years ago. And I saw some of his older paintings. He's 10 times better now than he was when he started. And he has, excuse me, I think he's got probably 75,000 subscribers at least. And he's still active. Some of the artists you see on YouTube are not even active anymore. You can tell because every time you look them up on their paintings, the newest one is 3 or 4 or 5 years old. So you can tell they pretty much gave up after a while. Oh, well, thank you. My wife says I have a loud voice, actually. Of course, I'm actually partially deaf. I'm supposed to be wearing 2 hearing aids, but I never wear them. They annoy me more than anything else. So I tend to talk loud. And I've watched some of my videos, I've done them, and I know when I paint, I tend to talk to myself. Of course, I'm trying to teach the lesson, but I still tend to talk to myself when I'm painting. Of course, that may be a good thing. I don't know. I just keep on talking away usually. Frankly, I should have started a YouTube channel probably 10 years ago when it was really prime for getting in there doing painting tutorials and stuff like that. I think it was Probably way better then than it is now. But things tend to go in a cycle, so maybe it'll cycle back around and it'll get popular again. We'll see. Well, we got 4 likes. I only see just the 3 of us in here. Oh, that's right. My wife did a like too. Those likes and all that stuff always help. So they tell me. I can't tell you for sure how much they really help. So anyway, about the paintings, the painting videos, I've just decided I'm going to sell the pictures pretty cheap to help with buying material and whatever. But I'm going to give everybody more than their money's worth. The paintings should be, like I said, way discounted that I would normally get from a gallery. But I'm not going to include the frame, but I am going to give them a certificate of authenticity. Of course, it'll be signed, be original, and it'll be free shipping. So when I give a price, it'll be including the shipping, as long as it's in the United States. If it's out of the United States, that's a little bit different. Yeah, I told you I do watch Jonas Gatto. I have to skip the beginning because I don't care about seeing his coin collection, but I do watch him. In fact, I watched him last night. Hit that $250 bonus. I thought his son was going to wet himself. They can be kind of funny. Plus, I watched AR Platinum this morning, and who else? Oh, the guy with Marmalade. The Fixin' Family. I used to watch Jigsaw Jeff, but he is so slow. It just bores me to death. He's just so slow. If I do watch him, I usually have to fast forward it. And then he never tells you how much he actually won. You gotta watch him to keep track of it. He probably does that intentionally to keep you watching the whole thing and add it up yourself, but I don't know why he doesn't just go ahead and tell everybody at the end what he won. I'm surprised Florence hasn't dropped in today. She probably didn't get the notice. Because a lot of times when I do this live stream during the day, it's with her in mind because she likes to get on the live chat. And a lot of times it's too late for her for Ireland, unless she happens to be up in the middle of the night. Because when we do the live stream at 10:45, it's like 4, 4 o'clock in the morning or so in Ireland. So she don't get to join very often. So for during the day, it's like afternoon for her or something like that. So Lucky, how big is the house you're building? You got a big piece of land you're building it on, or are you building one in a city, or what? If I was a lot younger and and I could afford to do it, I wouldn't mind building a new one myself. But I think you all saw the pictures of the place where I live here. My father and I built this place, and I like the idea of building because you can be hands-on. You design it, and it's not like buying a used house or another house from somebody else. When you build, you know exactly what you want, where you want it, how big the rooms are. And later on, there's no regrets. You can't when you buy one from somebody else. It's I like the house, but I don't like those two rooms there. They're not big enough, or I don't like the dimensions or whatever. I don't like the way the floor is done or whatever. Whatever the reason may be, there's always something eventually that kind of bugs you about a house you may have bought. But if you design your own, it's basically what you want. I know people don't understand why I want to get these live hours done sometimes. I know I harp on it a bit, but part of it's because, of course, Lucky's new coming in here, but my wife and I have been working for over almost 3 years now with an $800 a month pay cut because this group home would have closed if we didn't take a massive pay cut. And we didn't want to see these guys get thrown out in the streets, basically, or out into an institution or something. They've lived here most of their life. So we were willing to lose all that money just so they could have a place to live. Even though we're just staff, we don't own the place. But that's why I want to get monetized. So if we happen to, it helps. It would help now too a little bit, which even a little bit helps. But if I get monetized and we actually have to move at some point because we have to close it, then we'll have something that I can do to try to get a little extra income besides Social Security, even if it's $100 a month, whatever. It all helps. Yes, 4 people here. You, me, Lucky, and my wife is in here too, but she's not talking. I just put her in with the phone. It actually adds another, whatever amount of time we're here, it adds it to the time. But anyway, I thought I'd explain to you a bit more, because Lucky didn't know um, why I was looking to get more hours to get monetized. And I need the channel to help support itself too, because I just can't afford to keep buying paint and canvas and all that stuff on my own. Excuse me, on my own. Not with that pay cut. I mean, we weren't making much before, so it makes a big difference. Like there was almost $10,000 a year we've lost for the last several years just to keep this place going. And that was a third of our pay, basically. So you can tell now we weren't making much money anyway. Just if you want to join Patreon, Ken, that $1 a month, just do like Recon did. Go to the Walmart or wherever and you buy one of them Visa, MasterCard, prepaid cards, $10, $20, whatever you want to do, whatever amount you want to buy one for. And you can join Patreon with one of those cards, a Visa or MasterCard. So if you just buy one from Walmart or whatever, but I think Lucky said he was going to do the same thing. And then you ain't got to worry about any of your information being on the internet. You just use a prepaid card if that's what you want to do. Then you don't have to worry about PayPal or anything else. And that prepaid card, they would just deduct $1 a month from it. That's how that works. There are other subscriptions there besides $1. There's $1, then a $5, and a $15 a month. I don't expect anybody to do more than $1 most likely. But I didn't mean to ask Brad. I thought maybe Brad would at least join my Patreon. It's only $1 a month. It's not like he couldn't afford to do that. I'm gonna have to pick on him. Walgreens, yes, I think they do have them. As far as I know, they do. I don't go to Walgreens very often, but I have been there, and I'm pretty sure they got them there too. Yeah. So, Lucky, when is your house going to get done? Do you know? Is it just now getting started, or what phase of the building are you in? Like that reminds me, all of my live streams, I don't think I have the information for Patreon and all that stuff in the descriptions. Excuse me, I need to go back and edit all my live streams and put the description stuff in there. I forgot all about that. Huh. He might have left. I don't know. It shows 3 up there, but like I said, it always bounces up and down anyway. I'm surprised he'd leave without saying goodbye unless he just lost connection. Are you still with us, Lucky? Maybe you got a phone call or something and lost connection. Recon's probably working, but although I think one live he did actually jump in for a minute or two or whatever. Well, he said he was listening at work. I don't expect him during the day anyway. it would renew some of my faith in YouTube if I saw some other people come in that weren't subscribed, though. That would be kind of a nice thing to see. It's a rare thing when we get other people that don't know about the channel to actually see it live and come in. Yeah, he must have lost connection. Lucky don't seem like the kind that would just leave without saying goodbye or something. But I suppose it's possible. I think it would probably help the stream a lot too if I could somehow get a better internet connection, but there's nothing to improve it, to help the visual part of it. I know it's blurry. I know it buffers a lot, which doesn't help the stream at all. Excuse me. Maybe he had to go to the house he's building and do something there. Who knows? Give him some instructions on what to do or whatever. I thought about joining Twitter or doing something on Twitter. I did join it, but Twitter and Twitch and Instagram all seem to be a bit confusing for me. Maybe it's because I'm old. I don't know. I just seem to have trouble trying to figure out how to do stuff there. Well, maybe he'll be back. Who knows? Maybe he went to check out another video or something. Maybe he'll show us some pictures of his new house when he gets it done. The coffee goes on as soon as I get up. I'm usually one of the first ones up. So it's a lot of times I'll make the pot before I go to bed and just push the on button. While the coffee's making, I bring the dog out so he can do his thing. And then I come in, and by then the coffee's usually done, and I pour my first cup. I don't drink it constantly, Ken. It might seem that way, but I don't drink it constantly all day. A lot of times I'll have it, it'll go cold, and I have to go warm it up. So I just sip on it a little bit here and there, whatever. But I do drink other things sometimes. No, I do like milk. I'll drink milk for dinner or whatever, and um, I don't like soda a whole lot. I'll drink it, but I'm not all that crazy about it. I'd rather have either that flavored water, like a berry water or Gatorade or something like that. When I'm painting, even I don't drink coffee very often because what happens is I'll bring a hot cup of coffee out to the studio and I'll be painting. I'll take one or two sips and that's it. I just forget about it being there because I'm too busy painting. At least, especially when I'm doing a video. I usually don't. You might see me take a sip once in a while, maybe, but normally I just don't even think about it. Unless I like stop the video and then restart it. Because sometimes I'll take a little bit of a break. I know lots of people that don't drink coffee at all. I know people that get up in the morning and drink a soda, not coffee. They'll just get a soda or iced tea or something like that. They don't drink coffee at all. Never. And some people, it's against their religion to drink coffee. I have a cousin who's a Mormon, and I guess for some reason Mormons don't drink coffee. I go to the next town over. It's a small grocery store. Well, it's the size of a Winn-Dixie, I guess, but it's called Hitchcock's. Hey, Backfire, welcome to the channel. Yeah, I like hot tea once in a while too. Especially if I've got a cold or something. I like hot tea with honey in it. Yeah, if you're interested in painting or watching painting videos, whatever, subscribe to the channel, Backfire. We welcome new members all the time. Today, we're not talking much about book painting. We're just talking about whatever, not painting so much. But anybody that has any questions to do with painting, I don't mind answering them. But I have a lot of how-to videos, so most of my videos will answer people's questions anyway. We just come in here and on live and shoot the bull. I let the audience basically pick the topic usually, as long as it's not too political or sexist or racist or whatever. We do have a live stream every night, though, Backfire. I'm not sure how old you are, but at 10:45 every night Eastern Standard Time, we have a live stream. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I don't remember you being in the live chat before, but That's okay. That doesn't mean anything. I should remember if you were in the live chat because we don't get very many people here in live chat that I don't know. Did you just find the channel before, or were you watching Millionaire Book Scratcher before or something, or Brad? I actually like it when people find the channel and join because it tells me that YouTube is at least getting it out there somewhere. Yeah, smash that like button. That always helps. Up or down or whatever you want. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've never been much for abstract, but I do give credit to abstract painters because it is an art in its own. In fact, a guy I grew up with basically is an abstract painter. He does a fantastic job, um, and I even like a lot of his work. And he spends a lot of time doing them, and he's gotten good money for some of his artwork. For quite a while, he didn't like to sell his artwork. I don't know why. He just put them on his walls, and he had tons of paintings. And an art deal. This was back up in New Hampshire. I'm in Florida now, but back in New Hampshire, an art dealer that he met somewhere would come to his house and see him once in a while. And for years, the guy tried to talk him out of into letting him buy some of his paintings because he was kind of the intermediate guy that he'd buy and sell into the galleries or whatever. And he would never sell them to him. Finally, he was getting really tight on money. He couldn't afford to make his payments on his house. So he ended up having to sell some, and he had a pretty good size one, big old painting, probably 40 by 48 or something. And he ended up selling that one painting for like $3,500. I was amazed. And then it was the next month, the guy came back and got like $3,500 worth of other paintings. Oh, you are? You're from Jaffrey. Okay, I guess I remember talking to somebody from Jaffrey. All right. Yeah. Now I remember talking to you. Did you subscribe to the channel yet by any chance? Well, you must have. You probably got a notification that I had the live chat. Yeah. Yeah, is there a gallery? There must be a gallery in Keene by now. Is there a gallery over in Keene, New Hampshire? Or I doubt there's one in Jaffrey, but maybe I'm wrong. There's a small town next door here that's got a gallery. So I guess you never know where there's going to be a gallery to sell. Of course, Keene's a college town now, so I'm going to assume there's a gallery there someplace in Keene. Now, I've had paintings in the Manchester gallery before. That was a long, long time ago. Okay, so you're in New York now. Well, New York, from what I've heard, is full of art galleries. From what I hear, there's tons of them there. And in fact, it's probably one of the best places to be is in New York, especially if you're an artist, because there's a lot of galleries there. Do you have anything in the galleries at all, or do you just sell your stuff online, or um, just whoever wants to that runs into you and wants to buy them? Any shows or anything? I suggested to the curator of the gallery in the next town over here to do a let some of the artists do a live show um, periodically, because there's like 4 rooms to the gallery. At least take one room and let one artist exhibit his stuff in that one room at a time, and it would help the artists too. I know I probably got 60 or 100 paintings that I could put in there if they'd actually let me do a show there. I mean, I don't mind selling paintings at galleries. They do get a pretty high commission, most of them, but helps get your name out some too. But I prefer selling online or in person or word of mouth or whatever because I get 100% instead of getting the gallery, giving that gallery cut up.
Kim,
What?
can you come out? Tell them to wait a couple of minutes. Trinity's on the phone.
Yeah. I have a phone call, guys. I'll be right back. Okay. So, you two talk to yourselves a little bit here. Oh, that's cool, Backfire. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. You have to take some pictures of it sometime. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I'll be right back. I've got a phone call. I've got to take it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, that's his loss. Huh. Yeah, I don't either. Drives me nuts. Yeah. Hmm. Well, he's not doing well. Yeah, he's only got the doctors only gave him like a year to live. He could die at any time. He's pretty bad. Yeah, multiple ones. All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys. I apologize for being gone for so long, but two of my older granddaughters called, and we haven't talked to them in over a year. So I had to talk to both of them, and one of them actually wants to be an artist also, but she likes to do portrait art. Let's see if this thing is working. There we go. Okay, there we go. Had to make sure this thing was working. Is anyone still here? Let's see. One person here? I guess maybe not. You still here, Ken, or backfire? I guess I got left by myself. Okay. Well, I guess it's time to end the broadcast then. You guys, if you actually rewatched the video, I apologize for being gone for so long, but it was important to talk to my granddaughters. So, anyway, we'll see you tonight if you're all on tonight. Have a good night.